All right, hello, and welcome to UDU's weekly team meeting number 12. I'm OctoCupcakes, and today I'll be hosting the meeting with a little help from my friend MoreCheese. Today we have a few things to talk about, including how to use your Spark to build a structure. But first off, congratulations to TheCryptoJedi and MoreCheese. MoreCheese, can you tell us about your big win?
Sure. So pretty much I was in 11th place, hoping that somebody would either sleep in, forget about it, or not have the money. I know I was doing a countdown with you, DJ, and Cody in Discord. Every minute that passed by, every terminal that was left, and when it got down to me, it was just it was pretty exciting. I could safely say this is the biggest thing I own in Upland, besides my High School of Art Design. I really like that one, but this one is the biggest, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm glad that two other Udus got it. Congrats, TD. Congrats, CJ. And CJ, you want to go talk about yours?
Sure. Thank you. Yeah, I was actually kind of want to keep it a little low profile this week, but I guess there was different plans among the stars or something like that. It was actually quite an interesting surprise. My mom actually surprised me by coming in town for the first time I saw her in about a year and a half, and then I woke up and I got an email saying you're first in line for Chicago terminal. I'm like, all right.
Oh, you're first. I didn't know that. Congratulations.
Yes, I was first in line, and then so that was, I'm really grateful for that, and looking to do some really cool things with that. Either just get those visitors fees and keep the terminal, or maybe use it for some footage for some property USD. But yeah, it's great, and I'm continuing that winning streak. I just beat some kids in some races at the pool, so just winning on all levels.
It's your good karma. It's what it is.
But yeah, it's a good time, and really grateful and glad that 3 of us could get one. So it's really awesome. Big win. But thank you.
Okay, so the next thing we have to talk about today is Upland made an announcement that there's going to be another auction tomorrow, June 23rd at 11 a.m. Pacific. If you can't make it to that auction, though, it's not a big deal, because Upland will now be hosting auctions live every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. If you want more information on that, you can go to the announcements in Discord. There's also a Medium article that is linked there if you're interested in learning more. So next up, we have HumanSim from UDUA, and he would like to talk about collection ideas for Chicago and Cleveland. Human?
Hello, I'm Human, and we're gonna start with you guys want to start with Chicago, you guys want to start with Cleveland, because I have good ideas for both.
Start with Chicago.
Start with Chicago? Gotcha.
Yeah.
So obviously we got to talk about the Loop. The Loop is the heart, the downtown of Chicago. There's no way it's not going to be a collection. Same way probably Gold Coast uses the wealthiness of the area. You're really going to have to focus anything east of the main river that runs through Chicago is more likely to be collection, just because they're smaller districts. Just you have to look at those. I've heard whispers of Uptown and Wrigleyville. Uptown maybe only because it's a big, I don't know as much because it's a bigger neighborhood, and I think personally it's too big to really warrant a collection. Wrigleyville is one of those where I definitely think it absolutely has a chance because it's such a small little neighborhood, and it's a very historical center if you really look into the history, as it was a working class district until very recently, only a few decades ago. Looking at Wicker Park and Bucktown, those also offer a good chance, as they're now considered like the more hip side of town. Wicker Park definitely more than Bucktown, because that's where you'll see more often when you look up the hipper part of town. Bucktown doesn't shop as often. But if you bought into Wicker Park and Bucktown, you definitely have a good chance of getting into a collection. People keep mentioning Ukrainian Village and East Village, and I honestly don't see too much promise, because a lot of people, from what I've heard, bought into them due to the high prices. And I would never warrant just buying into a neighborhood purely due to the price of the neighborhood, because that isn't always worth it. Looking at Little Italy down south, I'm hit or miss with this one because it's not as big of a thing as it is in Manhattan. As we all know, Little Italy, Manhattan's that small little 2-3 block area. Little Italy here is about 10 times larger at least. And many people in Chicago included part of the West Loop, not its own district. Same thing with United Center. So it's really not technically its own district, and when you really look at it in Chicago. So I don't have as much of a high hope as it being a collection, but I do think there is a chance it could be maybe limited or even standard collection, hopefully. Looking at roads, there's a few roads I want to point out. Obviously, we got to talk about Michigan Avenue, and we have to talk about Magnificent Mile. Those two little, the Magnificent Mile is a small portion of Michigan Avenue. And one of the big issues people have been having with the Magnificent Mile is that when you look up on, let's say, up to land, only 3 properties show up. So there's a bit of contesting issues as to whether or not they're going to fix that, because only 3 properties are registered, because you have to have like 50% of your property be included in it. But I think there's a good chance. I mean, Magnificent Mile is a very important aspect of Chicago, so I don't think you can go wrong with that. As to the rest of Michigan Avenue, I think you're likely to get a collection, but I don't think it's going to be as big as we're hoping for, only because it is so big. It runs from practically Gold Coast all the way down into like Grand Crossing and Chatham, which is a lot of properties, and I don't know if they want to give away that much to Michigan Avenue. I think they will, but I'm also not sure based on what they've done in the past. I also want to point out 2 very important roads that go across, that run parallel to I-95, and that is Elston Avenue and Milwaukee Avenue. Everyone ran for Milwaukee Avenue during release, and right now you really can't buy anything unless you're an FSA buyer or you find someone. However, if you look at Elston Avenue, which has as much historical significance, if not more, than Milwaukee, when you look into it, it's mostly unminted. So if you really wanted to like take a shot at it, you could absolutely grab Elston still and buy 3, 5, 10 props if you want, because it's really not much minted. Like I'm scrolling through right now, you really don't see many people buying it. You can buy into good neighborhoods. I'm pretty sure Irving Park and Avondale are still open if you really wanted to go and take a shot at it. Some people also mentioned Boys Town because it was also small and it's a very big LGBT area. However, I just don't think it will be a collection, even though if it is, it's either this Boys Town or it's Wicker Park. I don't think they'll have both. It's going to be a toss-up between the two, but I think if they do have Boys Town as a collection, it'll be worth more than Wicker Park due to how small it is. There's also like a few other small like areas. Like Old Town could probably be a collection. However, at least it's also a big district when you really look at it. So it's probably gonna be either a lesser one or it's maybe not even gonna be even a collection due to its size, which is unfortunate. But I think I want to hold out for that one because it's gonna be a good idea.
What about Greektown?
No.
Really?
I don't. No. Well, if we can look at Manhattan. Let's look at Manhattan real quick. If you look at Manhattan, we have small districts like that. We have like Koreatown, for example. I think that's one of the best examples I could find, where it's a small little district that's very famous. But I don't think it's gonna be a collection, because if you look at Manhattan or look at San Fran, those small districts aren't always collections. Right. That's why I always don't go on. I go on size if it's too big, but I never go on size if it's too small.
All right. Well, HumanSim, you have really been very thorough in your collection research.
I just want to say one thing. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, well, does anybody else want to talk about their collection predictions?
Well, not collection predictions, but I just got the message from X1 right now. So he's going to drop me on my train any second.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited. So, okay, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
Can we do that live? Can we screen share you so we can see you
getting
getting
it? That would be awesome if we could see that.
Oh my gosh. Imagine.
Is that okay with you, Angela?
All right, sure.
DJ, can you screen share her?
I opened it up for you, Angela. You should be able to allow yourself to share.
Okay.
Just got 4 on Elston. Nice.
See, Cody, your predictions were really on there. People are starting to listen to you. Nice. Good job.
I'm glad.
Okay.
All right. So what we're watching right now, for everyone who isn't keeping up, is we are looking at the train terminals in Chicago, correct? Is it, or is this Cleveland?
Chicago.
This is Chicago. So these are going to be the newly released train terminals in Chicago. And I'm really glad that Upland changed the way that they did the terminals, because the way they were doing it before was not fair. And honestly, it pissed me off. And it really wasn't cool. So I'm very glad that they've changed it, because it was one of those things where the whales really did have a huge advantage. And now everyone can equally get one. Like, Jedi, would you consider yourself a whale?
Not yet. Still,
Not yet.
You know, moving up to manatee. You know.
You've upgraded from dolphin. I like that.
Yeah.
And you were the first one on the list, right?
Right, Angela. Yeah, actually, if you click on that top one right there, you know, that 1 out of 10. There you go. You see that right there? Look, this property right here.
Congratulations.
With the small one-time payment of $7,200. Okay.
Got to get your commercial in.
Nice. Somebody go grab that. Offer a little bit more though. That's too cheap.
Is it? All right.
Yeah. You need to raise that price.
Pay this man.
All right.
Look, I'm telling you right now, that's worth at least 20 grand.
I think so too. I just
you just put that in your pocket for a little while.
Oh, Angela's has become ready.
Oh my God.
Do it.
Oh,
do it.
He's got to drop me there. He's got to drop me there. Oh, that's a nice Block Explorer. I love that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
And Frank's.
Come on, drop my ugly, cheesy.
We love her. Don't be mean to her.
She's fabulous.
See, there you go.
Is she?
She is.
She is.
She's an icon.
We love
so,
her.
Angela, are you able to give us any info on what the message from Upland said? Who messaged you and what did it say?
X1. And he said, "Hi, MoreCheese. Congrats on picking up a Chicago terminal. Will you be available today to mint? Let me know. We'd like to get it minted ASAP."
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm there like, "Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Give me.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. And I would highly suggest you do the same thing that Jedi does. Immediately put it up for sale and do not accept offers for properties. Otherwise, you will be bombarded with bullshit offers.
Oh, really? I'll
Yes.
probably put it for like 25K then, because I don't want to sell it.
If you don't want to sell it, put it for the max and put it so that you cannot trade it for property.
All right.
Otherwise, you'll be bombarded.
So the max USD is 10K, right?
That I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that is.
Oh, is it?
That's what I've seen.
I try to do it more than 10K.
For USD, but I could put it for UpX.
You could put it for UpX.
Yeah.
So when do you guys think they're going to try and open Cleveland, since they're pushing this like today to get you in there?
I talked to X1 actually about this. They said they want to release the Chicago collections of those fully minted before Cleveland, and they want to do it before July. So I can see Cleveland coming out at the end of June or early July.
Oh, all right.
That's good. I'm glad they did that, because I was kind of worried they'd open Cleveland first. Yeah.
I know. I would have actually cried if they did that.
Yeah.
Your shades are making me smile.
Well, Cody, while we're waiting, tell us about Cleveland collections.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. So for those who don't have much money, there's 4 areas I want you to go and grab if you can. Downtown is a given, because whenever we have a downtown district, I couldn't find an example where it wasn't a collection, because downtown is just so prevalent in every city. So I was absolutely buying there before anything else. Then head slightly south to Tremont in Ohio City. Those offer a lot, especially Tremont. Those are actually considered more historical districts and also smaller. than a lot of the other districts within Cleveland. One of the areas I've looked at was Edgewater, and Edgewater offers a lot, such as Lake Avenue and Edgewater Drive, and it's home to the Clifton Boulevard Historical District, which with those three factors in mind, I think is a good chance that will be a collection, especially since it's one of the smallest districts. That district, Edgewater and Illucid Green, if you're a bigger player and you want to try and buy like a couple blocks and want to own like your own personal node, those would be the two to buy into because they are the smallest and they will have the least amount of properties. So I know some people try to buy up like these districts just to like have their own like monopoly on them. Those would be the two you'd have to pretty much go for. The only other option would be University Circle, but that's going to be under a lot more competition, I think, due to the fact that it's one of the major art centers of Cleveland. And it's also another spot I would recommend.
Hey, Cody, hold on.
Extra... Yeah.
MoreCheese. What happened?
I'm mincing.
Hey.
Yay! Congratulations, MoreCheese.
So walk us through it. What are you doing?
I'm trying to see without my glasses currently.
Document this experience for me. Look at that.
Boy.
Okay. Train Terminal Chicago 10 of 10. Minted.
Hey.
That's nice. You know, those are actually larger lots
fun.
than I thought. 120 UP squared. That's pretty big, actually.
Cheese.
I think they give you the biggest one, right?
Did that so did you pay for that just now or was that already paid for?
I paid for it just now. What happened was when I purchased it, when it was my turn in line and I purchased it, it gave me almost the exact amount, maybe a little bit more depending on, I think this one costs exactly what I put in though, because it's like the biggest one. Oh, thank you. Hold on, let me just say thank you. Give him a little green heart. And a cheese, because I'm a cheese. All right. What were we talking about?
How did you get selected to get the training terminal?
No, I got lucky. Somebody slept in. Somebody missed their thing. I was 11. I didn't think anybody was gonna miss this. That was crazy, and I'm so appreciative. Thank you, whoever slept in. That was cool. Very cool of you. But yeah, this is awesome. That's right. You asked me when I made the purchase, the time that they were doing the train stations, you actually purchased the amount of UPX you need to buy it, and then when they opened it, like right now, is when you use that UPX. So you just got to make sure you don't use it before you're ready to mint.
Actually, I have a question for you and CJ. When you guys registered, did you click right away or did
No.
I hear it's random, right?
Yeah, it's random.
So you didn't click like the second it opened up, huh?
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was quite late. I was worried I missed it.
Yeah, me too. Same here.
That's good to know.
I saw other people talking about it and I'm like, oh snap, might as well give it a try. I almost didn't because I didn't realize it was random. So I was like, you know what, let me just do it anyway because aliens. I don't know.
Cool.
They all sold for the same amount?
I think some were less.
Basically,
like
yeah.
some people got extra UPX back.
Yeah, mine was only like 320,000.
Yeah.
It's not
Can
bad.
you turn off your share screen now, Angela?
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
That was awesome though. Great footage.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Okay, well, if you have already minted your station, I guess DJ is ready to demonstrate how to use Spark to begin building a structure.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Are you? Okay.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. So I'll go over to mine, share screen here, and I'll pull it up and okay, you should be able to see that now. Can you see it?
Yes.
All right. So I'm in Upland here and I'm over there in Chicago right now, but we're going to come over to San Francisco, and we're going to go to Midtown Terrace, which is right in the middle of San Francisco where that 38 is. You'll see the red plus, which if you click that goes away, but if you click it, you see the red plus right in the middle of San Francisco, and right next to it is Midtown Terrace. So this is the Genesis UDU node called Midtown Terrace. And so we're going to come over to the south side and take a look at Dawnview Way. And right in the middle of Dawnview Way are my first 3 completed structures in Upland. So if you click on the property,
Yay! Yay!
Yeah. So you click on the property and you can see the structure. And then if I want to demolish it, I can click on manage, but of course I'm not going to do that. And we'll go through these posts later, but I just wanted to show off the 3 that were done. But as you can see, there's a ton of other stuff going on right around this area, and that's going to continue. And it's not just that side. We've got them going on over here too. So as you can see, Midtown is going up fast. So what I want to do right now is show a little bit of what Spark is used for and how to use it. So if you click on your icon, you can come down and scroll down to your total Spark balance. As you can see, I have 6.13 total Spark and 5.8 are staked, and I have 2.4 available. If you click on the blue, you can actually see exactly where your Spark is staked. So, and it'll show you the property and how much Spark. So I have my Spark spread out a little bit. I need to clean it up, but we can do that later. Right now, I want to show you what I can do with my 0.24. So I do have another property right here in Midtown that is blank, and I'm actually going to start a brand new project and then take it down as well, because it's actually not my turn to build. That's how we do things in UDU. So I'm just going to do this for demonstration purposes. I'm going to select the townhouse. So you'll be prompted with this. Positioning your structure is very important because once it's started, you cannot move it unless you demolish it. So you want to make sure that you have it right the first time. And there's some ways you can be sure. So the easiest way is right here. This is the front door. So whatever side of your building you want facing the road, or whatever part you want to be the front, you're going to look for this. And it's a little different on the other buildings, but it's pretty similar. And on this one, the other thing that I look for is the chimneys should be in the back. So they kind of point towards the back. And then also on the back, you have the ladder and the railings. So that's what the back looks like. And the front has the windows and no railings plus the door. So make sure you check all that, and you want to get it lined up the right way. And as you see, if it's red, you can't put it there. And if it's green, you can. And if you need to make minor adjustments to get it to where you want it, you can just use those arrows. And you can also zoom in and out using these. And then you can move around using these as well. Actually, I don't know what that one does, but that's all right. So
if you click that top one, it changes the movement directions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it now. It's moving.
It gives you a couple more.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. So yeah, it's moving it forward and backwards. And then, okay. So these are rotations and the other ones are movements side to side and front and back. Cool.
Right.
Thank you, Jedi. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pick my colors. You select 3 colors. So I'll start with red for my primary. And then for my secondary, I will go with gray. And then for the third color, I'll do this pink. So you can kind of see the pink has less, and then the gray has less, and your primary is the color of the walls. So your secondary color is going to be the roof, and then your third color is going to be kind of the base. And it's going to be different on every structure, but I'm just demonstrating this one right now. So it's going to ask you again to review, and then you want to manage and start your construction. So if you come over to manage, you can see this is how much Spark I have available. It's going to automatically put all your Spark available on the project. So I don't want to put it all. I want to put as least as possible. Okay, so I can't put less than 0.2. When you see I go to 0.19, this red pops up and it says minimum requirement is 0.2. So if I do that, I can now start the construction. And as you can see, it takes quite some time, 541 days and 16 hours to complete this structure with the minimum amount of Spark. But that's okay. We're going to start this one. And then you can always add more Spark to a structure and take it away, except for that original 0.02. So even if I would have put on 0.024, like I had my full balance, I could have done that and taken off that 0.04 and the structure would continue to build. But if I wanted all my spark back, this structure would be demolished and then it would have to be restarted. So I'm trying to get it to get started here. And then depending on how fast the blockchain is going right now, maybe I can also show you how to demolish it. So if that goes away real quick, I can show you how to demolish it. But real quick, I will show you how to actually pull some spark out. So this is MoreCheese's property. And I'm sorry, MoreCheese, but I am totally going to take your spark. And it's just for demonstration purposes. I'll put it back. So if you click on details, you can see all these people have staked on her property. There's tons of spark on here. And I've got 0.02 staked on here. So what I'm actually going to do is go to contribute to construction. And then you can do it the same way here. But if you ever want to pull your spark, you can pull it right here all at once. And then it's easy to apply it as well. So I'm just going to, for the sake of the video, please confirm you wish to update to 0 stake spark. Since this isn't my project, that's fine. The building will continue to go. I just click on that and I'll pull the spark back out. And then you can come back to my account. And now I should be back to that original 0.24, even though I have just put 0.2 on a brand new building. So that's kind of how Spark works. Let's see if this building is ready to be demolished yet. I'm just waiting on the blockchain. Once this goes down to all gray and just a little bit, then the blockchain will have fully updated the Spark allocation, and then I'll be able to pull that Spark back out. Right now, it just takes a little time for the blockchain to verify everything because it is a permanent transaction. It cannot be undone. So, takes a little while for the blockchain to verify. But that's kind of how Spark works. And I would just like to put out this offer to anybody who might be watching. If you have Spark and you're not sure where you want to stake it, I would highly recommend coming to MTU and staking it with us. You can pick any random property. You can reach out to somebody on Discord, anyone in UDU, and ask where to stake it. But there will be benefits for you down the road. This is a long-term thing. So if you're looking at getting paid immediately, maybe not the best solution for you, but I promise you, if we see that you've staked your Spark in MTU, we will hook you up down the road, and it's going to work out for everybody. And the reason that we do it this way, a lot of people still don't know this, but there is Upland has said that neighborhoods will become future collections. So that's why we focused on single neighborhoods. So this is the Midtown Terrace neighborhood right next to the Red Plus in the middle of San Francisco. So if you just want to come here and stake your Spark, just let me know on my YouTube videos or let anybody know in UDU, and we can hook you up. At some point, we will definitely make sure that you get paid back. If you help us, we will help you. So let's see. Okay, this one's still rocking on the blockchain. So once that one gets done, I'll demolish it, and I will put that Spark right back on MoreCheese's house because in UDU we have a building order. So we're gonna knock out this whole neighborhood as quick as possible to give ourselves the best chance of getting a collection. So yeah, that's kind of how Spark works. Did anybody have anything that I missed, or was there anything else we should go over?
Me.
Go ahead.
Can you go into the other property of mine that you have Spark in?
Yes. This one or the one in the corner?
Anyone. So
I think I have some here.
So basically, I'm doing the Excel sheet to kind of see who has what, where, and how much. I did notice a few things. One thing that I wanted to kind of just bring up: if you go into contribute, go into like as if you were going to put some money onto my place. All right, so it shows there 2.2. Some people think that that's how much you have to contribute, but it's actually what you've already contributed. So some people will actually make that lower to 1, thinking that they're contributing 1 when they're in fact taking out 1.2. So if you wanted to add 1 or 0.2 or whatever to that total, you would put it on top of the spark that you have already staked. So let's say, for example, DJ wanted to add 20.20 to this, he would put in 2.4 because he already has 2.2. So I noticed some people mistakenly will take out when they really want to put in. So I just wanted to bring that up and let people know.
That's very helpful. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yes, thank you, Angela. And I just added that 0.24 to this one. So once it is, again, on the blockchain, once it's all verified, we will be able to come see that. And the amount that I had will go from 2.2 to 2.44. So I added that 0.24. So thank you, Angela. Good point. That is a little bit confusing. So I'm glad you brought that up.
I have a question. Does anyone know how we can tell how far away until a building is fully staked?
You would have to just add it up. Like if you go into detail and then you just add up all the spark, it should equal up to 20.
So okay, just add it up, or until you can't contribute anymore, until they tell you, until it turns red, maybe.
Yeah, the only time that I saw that was on the fully staked ones, and then there was one where I was the last person to stake, and I had more spark than the building could accept, and then it wouldn't let me go past the I think it's 20 for the townhouses. But otherwise, I'm not sure if there is somewhere where it says the exact number that it's currently staked.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, good question. Okay, well, I am going to jump out of screen share then, unless anybody else has something they would like to put in. All right, well, I will bring it back to the meeting. Feisimo, your mic is not working, sir. I see you.
Does anybody else
Are you
have anything
muted?
they want to talk about today? I see CJ has his mic unmuted. Did you want to say something else?
Oh, yeah, sure. I did want to deliver on the promise of the hint I was going to give this meeting for the reveal next week. Now, this one's pretty much a dead giveaway, all right? But a cool thing about it is this is also where I actually got my inspiration. So the hint, okay, is to, so I was gonna actually switch it up and kind of do a thing with Octo, but the hint really is go take a look at my first property. If you can navigate and find which property was my first property and look there, you will find pretty much a giveaway of what my business will be about. But if you don't, stay tuned for next week. It's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be something pretty big and very inclusive and a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to collaborating with a lot of people and doing a lot of cool things with it. And ideas just keep coming, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, check out that first property and then let your mind run wild.
Okay, thank
Is
you,
my
CJ.
mic working now?
Yes.
Yes. Would you like to talk
Okay.
about something today?
Oh, I had two things. Number one, regarding how much Spark is staked. I am working with another individual on a Discord bot that can pull those numbers. I've already got a spreadsheet that's doing it. If I get the property ID, I can pull exactly how much Spark is staked on any given property and what the status is, whether it's complete, in progress, not even built on. It pulls all that information back, as well as the projected end date and time. That's more specific than what you get with the current system. I also have another sheet that I just whipped together because I'm dumb like that, and just wanted to give some quick stats on building. Currently, there are 4,607 buildings in progress or built. And of that, we have 195 that are complete. Of those, 23 are in Fresno. The other 172 are in San Francisco.
How did you get those numbers?
Playing around with the blockchain and with the Upland API.
Nice. That's interesting. I'm glad
That's
you
really
did that.
good to know. Yeah,
Yes.
I was actually thinking about counting them myself, but I gave up. So, Feisimo, I'm glad you put that together.
I've heard a lot of people trying to do that. It would be very difficult. This application that I do or wrote still takes about a minute to run through all that information to pull that back, but it does get those numbers and gives me where we stand as of today.
Is there anything else you'd like to talk about today? Do you have any collection predictions?
Nothing that's all too great. I mean, I wish I had some great ones, but I think the ones that I already had projected, you know, we've already heard from Cody on some great ideas there. And I think he's dead on the money on where we should be looking and where we should be going.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, that was a good breakdown.
Yep, very good. HumanSim, I see that your mic is unmuted. Did you want to say something else?
Not really, honestly.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for all your predictions today. They were really helpful. Anybody else?
I got some exciting news.
Of course. We'd love to hear it.
I recently just did a contest with Farm Tales, and they're a pretty cool project. What they do is they have NFTs out that kind of promote ethical farming, like honey making, wine making, chocolate, cheese, olive oil. And they recently had an art contest, and it was a tie for first place, which is pretty cool. So we both won, but the person in charge of that Discord reached out to me and asked me if I was okay to do a promo with them. And I said, of course. And that should be coming out with the art entry that I made for them. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Congratulations on that. I know that's really recent news. Good job.
Yeah, just this morning. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job, MoreCheese. Congratulations.
I heard you might be featured on an upcoming Upland Shorts YouTube video. Is that right?
I can't wait.
Well, do you know when that's going to happen?
Not yet. I'm waiting for Mr. Bossman to set it up, but I know it's going to be amazing, and I'm so excited. So,
anything else you want to talk about your NFTs? Do you want to send them to your Instagram?
Oh, I mean, yeah, sure. It's MoreCheese Wax. So it's More, MoreCheez Wax, WAX. And go there, check out my stuff, and give me a follow, please. Thank you.
Anybody else today? Nobody?
I don't know if you guys want to hear about how leveling up for the new level was, but I could talk about that briefly. I did that this morning. I put out a video for the
chief. I watched it.
Thank you. Yes. I saw your comment. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, Upland put out a new status level. I'll just talk about it briefly. Upland put out a new status level for chief executive, official chief executive. So anyone who has a status, a net worth over 100 million UPIX, will have attained the new status level, and I was awarded an additional 2 Spark by Upland for receiving that level. So that was cool. It was basically similar to how a property is built. You know, it popped up, and then I clicked it, and well, the video's out there, you can see it. But yeah, just wanted to touch on that, I guess. So
how many other chief executives are there? How many total in the game?
So to my knowledge, there are 4. It is myself and Venom, and then Dizzy D-Ski, and then oh geez, who am I forgetting? There's another guy out there with Locke. Locke is also UDU. So there we go. So 3 of the 4 chief executives are all UDU. So that's pretty cool.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you. Thanks to Upland. Thanks to everybody who helped me out along the way. And let's go.
I just thought of one more thing. Sorry. So also there's a place, a new Discord called Uplands Feisimo Speakeasy. It's like a poker thing. He's trying to get like poker games together. I think it's so cool. I created the NFT for first place for that.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice.
So check out his
Congratulations.
Discord.
Everybody wants your NFTs nowadays.
Yeah,
That's
I'm feeling
amazing.
special. That's
Anything
it.
else? No? Anybody else?
I
All
like
right.
his
Reaper just
Thank
mentioned.
you.
Wait, hold on. Reaper just mentioned in the chat he wanted to talk about South Archer and South State Street in Chicago. State Avenue, I think, had the chance. South Archer, I'm not so sure of, honestly. I think South State was one that I wanted to get on, but I couldn't. I couldn't get down there in time, and I diverted towards Chinatown. But I don't know much about Archer Street, honestly. I can't say too much, but I haven't heard much about it. I can definitely look into it, Reap, and I'll let you know. But as far as I've looked into, I haven't heard much about it, so I wouldn't put too many high hopes into it, personally. That's what I gotta say for that.
Okay.
So
Anybody else?
I think I just want to throw this out real quick if we're gonna wrap up here. I do believe that we will be having a second meeting this week. We'll have to confirm that with Ben. I think he is a little under the weather currently. So that's why he's not with us today. But he would love to do another one later this week. I'm pretty sure. So just look out for that in the Discord.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody who had something interesting to say, and special thank you to HumanSim, because that was a very detailed talk about the collections and on very short notice. Everybody here knows that he wasn't supposed to actually speak yet today. He didn't have any preparation for that, so he did an awesome job. So thank you, HumanSim. And everybody else, Feisimo, CJ, Angela, everybody.
Jedi, are you gonna give us the address, or are you gonna go make us look for it?
You have to look for it.
What? Upix.world. Go look for it, right?
Let me go there. Hold on. Let me find him.
And no, you don't give it away. Everyone has to do their own little journal.
That's right. No cheating, right?
Because it really is such a giveaway, So yeah, do your due diligence for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for watching the UDU Meeting 12, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for being a great host.
Oh, thank you.